For many are called, but few are chosen. Matthew 22:14. Welcome, my dear chosen ones. This video isn't intended for the general public. It's not for anyone who just clicks on it by chance. It's for you, the ones handpicked by the universe, those divinely selected for a higher purpose. If you're here, trust me, it's no coincidence. It's a sign confirming your path. If you feel that pull, that unmistakable energy coursing through your spirit, then I encourage you to stay until the very end. What I share in this video will speak directly to your soul and illuminate your journey like never before. If you don't understand, or if you haven't been chosen, feel free to turn away now. These truths will only unsettle you. But for those of you who know deep down that you're different, who sense you're called to something greater, you've come to the right place. This is your spiritual message. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could change everything for you. Chosen ones aren't just different, they're also feared. Today, I will show you exactly why the world fears those who are divinely set apart. In this video, I'll break down 7 reasons why chosen ones are the most feared people on earth. It's not because of money, fame, or status. It's because of who you truly are, your spirit, your mission, and the extraordinary power you carry within you. Before we go on, do 3 things for me. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. Think of it as your signal to the universe. Your energy, your faith, and your readiness will magnify the impact of this message. Now, let's begin. As you listen, remember that every word is meant to empower you and remind you of the divine authority and strength you possess. So, get comfortable and let's dive into this eye-opening revelation. Unshakable confidence. One of the most striking reasons why chosen ones are feared is their unshakable confidence. This is not a confidence built on worldly achievements or external validation. It's a divine assurance rooted in knowing you're fulfilling a higher calling. This inner certainty radiates from you, and everyone around you can feel it. Here's the thing. Confidence at that level makes people uneasy. When you enter a room, you command attention. Even if you don't say a word, people sense that you carry something unique, a potent power that isn't loud or boastful, but quietly authoritative. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone, because you already know who you are and what you're meant to do. This innate sense of certainty can spark fear in others. Let's be honest. Most people go through life unsure of who they are, constantly seeking approval. Whether it's from friends, society, or the broader world, they're caught in a cycle of doubt and apprehension. You, however, are free from that cycle. Your self-assurance is rooted in a deeper spiritual understanding that goes beyond the mundane concerns of everyday life. People may try to undermine your confidence or shake your resolve, but the truth is, they can't. As one of the chosen ones, you possess a higher sense of purpose, and once you align with it, there's no breaking that bond. When others realize they can't sway or manipulate you, that you're not easily moved by short-lived or superficial things, they become uneasy. It's a reminder of what they're missing, of the unknown that human nature often fears. Perhaps the most striking aspect of your confidence is its quiet nature. There's no need to announce it loudly. It's a calm, steady presence, like a deep river with a powerful current beneath the surface. You move with a peaceful certainty that no one can take away. And that, dear chosen ones, unsettles people. It forces them to look at their own insecurities, their own lack of footing. Rather than try to understand it, they fear it. Spiritual grounding. The source of your unwavering confidence lies in your spiritual grounding. You're not chasing temporary pleasures or surface-level achievements. You're not seeking the kind of material rewards that often trap others in a never-ending quest for more. Instead, you stand on a solid foundation of higher purpose, your divine calling. You know your worth isn't determined by outside circumstances. It comes from a place beyond the physical world. It's a worth cultivated by your connection to the divine, your alignment with the universe, and your commitment to walking in your purpose. This spiritual grounding sets you apart in a world that prioritizes material successes over spiritual depth. And when you stand out, you're often met with fear. People grow uneasy when they encounter someone who isn't caught in the rat race, someone who isn't swayed by money, fame, or social standing. Most individuals spend a lifetime chasing things that never truly feed their soul. But you, as a chosen one, know better. You understand that true fulfillment comes from pursuing your higher mission. Because of that, you carry yourself differently in this world. You're not easily tempted or distracted, and that fact alone makes other people uneasy. They're afraid of what they can't control. When they encounter someone who's spiritually grounded, they realize their usual tricks and manipulations won't work. They can't sway you with promises of money, status, or even relationships, because your foundation is built on something much deeper. They can't control you, and that unsettles them, so they fear you. Authority without needing validation. Another reason chosen ones are feared is that you carry an authority that doesn't depend on anyone else's approval. Most people are constantly chasing validation, whether it's through social media, relationships, or their careers. But you don't need any of that. You already know your value. You've been affirmed by the Creator, by the universe itself, and that's more than enough. Because of this, you move through life with a quiet confidence. You don't ask permission to be yourself. You don't need anyone to confirm your decisions, your worth, or your purpose. That makes you incredibly powerful, and it unnerves others, because they're always seeking outside validation to feel good about themselves. But you don't need it. You're already whole. You're already complete. This authority of yours isn't boastful. It's calm and unwavering. It speaks volumes without you saying a word. When you walk into a room, people can feel your energy. They sense you're different from everyone else. You don't have to be the loudest voice in the room, because your spirit carries a power that words alone can't match. And so they fear you. They fear your authority, your inner strength, and your refusal to conform to the world's expectations. The chosen ones have a powerful spiritual vision. Welcome back, chosen ones. Now that we've covered the first reason why people fear you, your unwavering confidence and spiritual grounding, let's dig even deeper. The second reason you, as a chosen one, strike fear in so many hearts is your powerful spiritual vision. You don't just see the world as it appears. You see what lies beneath the surface. You have a remarkable ability to pierce the illusions of the material world and tap into the deeper, unseen truths that shape the universe. This gift of vision is one of your greatest strengths, but it's also what makes others afraid of you. Why? Because those who are spiritually blind can't comprehend what you perceive, and people often fear what they cannot understand. Seeing through the illusions of this world, you are not misled by the superficial. You recognize and disregard the distractions and deceptions that keep so many trapped in ignorance. While the masses get caught up in chasing wealth, status, and public approval, you understand these pursuits for what they truly are: fleeting and ultimately meaningless. With your ability to discern the true nature of people, situations, and events, you see their spiritual essence. While the rest of the world becomes lost in social media noise, political drama, and shallow trends, you remain tuned in to a higher frequency. You trust your own spirit, listen to the voice of the divine, and follow your inner guidance. This awareness makes you dangerous to those who depend on lies and illusions to maintain their power. People who build their lives on falsehoods are frightened of anyone who can see through their facades. They know their illusions can't work on someone who understands the truth. When you see through their deceptive tactics, they're left feeling exposed and vulnerable. They realize they cannot manipulate you or lead you astray. In a world where so many structures are built on shifting illusions, it's no wonder that someone who sees clearly is so deeply feared. The power of discernment. Chosen ones are blessed with a profound ability, discernment. They can sense when something isn't right, when someone's energy feels off, or when they're being steered away from their true calling. It's as if they carry a spiritual compass pointing them toward truth, even when life feels chaotic. And that compass allows them to perceive what goes unspoken. They walk into a room and instantly sense its spiritual climate. They recognize hidden agendas, see through dishonesty, and detect impure motives. Because of this extraordinary gift, others often feel uneasy or even fearful, knowing they might be seen for who they truly are, even the parts they struggle to keep concealed. This power cannot be found in a book or passed down by a teacher. It's a divine inherent blessing, tied to being in harmony with the spiritual realm. Those who bear it have been chosen for a reason, entrusted with the responsibility to use their discernment wisely. Yet, here's a truth many ignore. Most people prefer to remain hidden, wearing masks to disguise their genuine selves. When a chosen one arrives with piercing vision and spiritual insight, illusions crumble and what's been concealed comes to light. That sudden exposure sparks fear, as no one wants their darkness laid bare. But chosen ones naturally shine light wherever they go, illuminating truths that would otherwise remain unseen. Prophetic vision. One reason the chosen ones are so feared is your unique ability to see beyond the present. You can glimpse the future, whether through vivid dreams, intuitive gut feelings, or powerful visions. You often sense what's coming before it happens. Whether predicting a personal change or foreseeing major shifts on a global scale, your prophetic insight sets you apart. This gift isn't just about forecasting events. It's about understanding the profound spiritual changes unfolding all around you. You instinctively recognize when the tides are shifting, when new energies are emerging, and when forces are about to upend the status quo. Sudden changes rarely catch you off guard because you've already seen them coming. People are unsettled by this ability because it defies control. They fear what they cannot predict or manipulate. Your knack for anticipating events gives you a significant edge, leaving others feeling exposed and powerless. No matter how much they try to steer outcomes in their favor, there's always someone like you, who already knows what's next, posing a threat to those in power. Your spiritual vision challenges the established order. Whether it's governments, corporations, or influential individuals, those in power depend on keeping people in the dark to maintain control. By seeing through corruption, manipulation, and hidden agendas, you disrupt that control and refuse to be easily swayed. In a world where the powerful thrive on secrecy and deception, the chosen ones shine a light on what many would rather keep hidden. You are not easily fooled by empty promises or manipulated by fear. Your ability to peer beyond the physical into the realm of spiritual truth makes you a force to be reckoned with. Rejection of popular narratives. Those chosen by a higher calling often turn away from mainstream narratives, whether it's conventional media, societal norms, or cultural trends. You don't just follow the crowd. You question everything in search for deeper truths. Because of this independent spirit, you're frequently labeled as rebellious, difficult, or even dangerous. However, Your defiance isn't for the sake of being contrary. It's because you are aligned with a higher truth. You forge your own path, guided by spiritual insight and a divine calling. In rejecting the status quo, you unsettle those who rely on conformity to keep society running smoothly. Standing apart from the crowd challenges the established order, and that is why your refusal to conform often inspires fear. Though the journey is lonely at times, marked by misunderstanding, judgment, and even ostracism, this struggle is an integral part of your divine mission. You aren't meant to blend in. You're here to spark change, awaken others, and illuminate the darkness. The unbreakable spirit of the chosen ones. Welcome back, chosen ones. We've already explored two profound reasons why your unique qualities unsettle the world: your unwavering confidence and powerful spiritual vision. Now, consider the third reason: your indomitable spirit. You've endured hardships, faced relentless opposition, and yet you remain resolute. Your spirit is unbreakable, your resilience a mystery to those who attempt to bring you down. This inner strength makes you a formidable force, one that the world both admires and fears. The strength that comes from enduring trials. Chosen ones, your journey has been anything but easy. Being chosen often means facing challenges and hardships that could overwhelm most people. Yet, here you are. You've been knocked down, but you always get back up. A divine strength lives within you, forged in the heat of adversity. While many crumble under pressure, giving up when the going gets tough, and retreating in the face of pain, you refuse to back down. You have confronted battles, both outside and within, that many can hardly comprehend, and you continue moving forward. This unyielding spirit isn't simply about willpower. It's something far deeper. It's the result of a divine purpose that fuels you, a clear sense that you are here for a reason. This conviction gives you the endurance to withstand even the most relentless trials. Others fear this because no matter what challenges are thrown your way, you always rise like a phoenix, reborn stronger and more resilient than before. Your spirit remains unbreakable because you know your purpose is divinely ordained. When you align with a higher calling and stay connected to the divine, you understand that every trial is meant to refine you, not destroy you. Each hardship and struggle plays a crucial role in your spiritual growth, reinforcing a strength that nothing can shatter. People fear what they cannot conquer. The world is full of forces intent on breaking the human spirit through fear, manipulation, or oppression. Yet, as a chosen one, you are not easily swayed. You have faced the darkness head-on and emerged even stronger. Your unwavering spirit is a powerful force that unsettles those who try to control or oppress others. The power of overcoming. Those chosen for greatness are often feared because of the remarkable strength they gain from surmounting adversity. Every time you rise after a fall, every time you push past an obstacle, you emerge stronger, wiser, and more powerful. Those who try to hold you down are stunned by your ability not only to recover, but to thrive in the aftermath of hardship. It is precisely this power to overcome that establishes you as a formidable force in the world. Many are conditioned to see failure as a permanent defeat, believing that once they stumble, they can never rise again. However, true strength lies in understanding that failure is not an end, but merely a stepping stone. Every challenge is a chance to learn, grow, and reinforce your inner strength. This resilient mindset is what sets you apart and instills fear in those who doubt you. The world struggles to deal with someone who simply refuses to stay down. Your unwavering resolve to bounce back after every setback makes your presence undeniably impactful. People are intimidated by those who persist in the face of defeat, those who continue the fight no matter how many times they are knocked down. This relentless spirit defines the chosen ones, steadfast, persistent, and ultimately triumphant, your connection to a higher power. What imbues the chosen ones with their unbreakable spirit? It is your deep connection to a higher power. You draw strength not solely from within yourself, but from the boundless energy of the universe and the divine. This connection carries you through your darkest moments and empowers you to keep moving forward when others would give up. The world often fails to understand this spiritual bond, and in that lack of understanding, they find reason to fear. Unlike most people who are driven by money, fame, validation, or social status, your energy comes from a source that transcends the material. This otherworldly fuel makes you resilient in a way that many cannot comprehend. You remain unyielding in the face of societal pressures and the weight of external expectations. When others realize that you are sustained by a force far greater than they can imagine, it unsettles them. They come to see that no matter what they do, they cannot sever your connection to your source of strength. They cannot diminish your bond with the divine, and because of that, nothing can stop you. Independence, the threat of an unbreakable spirit. One reason your unbreakable spirit strikes fear is that it makes you fiercely independent. You don't depend on others for your self-worth or direction in life. While many lean on external sources for happiness and security, you draw strength from within. Your resilience stems from a deep, divine connection, empowering you to stand strong on your own. This kind of independence unsettles those who wish to control you. They can't manipulate you with fear, empty promises, or rewards, because you have no need for them. You don't seek approval or validation from anyone. Instead, you confidently follow your own path, guided by a higher calling, making you a force that cannot be tamed. People are intimidated by those who don't need them. When you are independent and your spirit is unbreakable, you become untouchable. Many rely on the opinions, resources, or power of others, which leaves them vulnerable. But you, chosen one, are free from that weakness. Your strength is entirely your own and is backed by the divine. And with that power comes a natural sense of fear in others. Facing opposition. Because of your unbreakable spirit, be prepared to face opposition. There will always be those who try to tear you down, shatter your spirit, or make you question your purpose. Yet every challenge is simply an opportunity to grow stronger. The more resistance you encounter, the more resilient you become. Understand this. Chosen one, opposition is a clear sign that you are on the right path. If you weren't a threat, if your spirit wasn't powerful, you wouldn't face such resistance. Because you are chosen and carry divine strength within you, the forces of this world will relentlessly try to stand against you. They fear what they cannot control and what they cannot break. But here's the good news. They cannot break you, no matter what challenges arise or how fierce the opposition. You will rise above them. You have been endowed with the strength to endure, overcome, and thrive, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. This gift is precisely why you are both powerful and feared, agents of transformation. Welcome back, chosen ones. We've already uncovered 3 powerful reasons why you're feared: your unwavering confidence, your visionary insight, and your resilient spirit. Now, let's go even further. The 4th, and perhaps most profound reason, is that you are true agents of transformation. Wherever you go, change is never far behind. You disrupt the status quo, stir up complacency, and challenge conventional norms. This is exactly why the world feels threatened by you. Let's explore how your very presence sparks transformation, and why that change makes others uneasy. The power of transformation. You weren't put on this earth to simply blend in or support outdated systems. You're here to revolutionize them. Your mission isn't to accept things as they are, but to challenge, shift, and elevate the collective mindset around you. This transformative power isn't something you force. It naturally flows from you, guided by a higher calling. When you enter a room, the energy shifts. When you speak, people listen, even if they'd rather pretend they're not affected. Your mere presence disrupts the familiar because you embody change. And let's face it, most people are scared of change. They worry about the unknown, resist growth, and cling to the comfort of their stagnant routines. But you, as a chosen one, don't live in that comfort zone. You thrive in the realm of transformation, inspiring others to break free from their limitations. You carry the energy of evolution with you. As you continually grow, evolve, and transform, you compel those around you to confront their own resistance to change. While some may be inspired by your journey, many more are intimidated by it, because transformation forces them to let go of the old, step into the unknown, and face parts of themselves they've long been avoiding. Challenging the status quo, you are feared because you refuse to accept things as they are. You aren't satisfied with mediocrity or the limitations society imposes. You see beyond the surface and dare to question systems, ideas, and beliefs that keep others confined. You defy the neat categories the world insists on, breaking free from labels that offer comfort to those who prefer to define and confine others. Your refusal to be boxed in by societal norms, cultural expectations, or narrow-minded beliefs unsettles those who cling to the familiar. You aren't here to support outdated systems of control, fear, or limitation. Instead, you dismantle them, tearing down the walls of ignorance and conformity that bind people to false beliefs. By challenging the system, you disrupt the comfort zones of those who profit from the status quo. Whether through obsolete ideologies, rigid social structures, or internal fears, you bring these issues to light, forcing people to confront uncomfortable truths, shedding light on the darkness. You are feared because you shine a light in places shrouded in darkness. While many are content to linger in the shadows and remain unaware, you carry the light of truth that reveals what has been hidden. Your presence exposes deception, manipulation, and the darkness that others strive to conceal. This is why you often face resistance when you enter certain spaces or engage with certain people. It's not merely about who you are, but the energy you bring with you. Your light compels others to face their own inner darkness, fears, and limitations. Although some may welcome the illumination, many resist because it forces them to confront truths they'd rather ignore. You are not here to accommodate comfort zones. You shine your light unapologetically, disrupting the illusions people have built around themselves and provoking fear in the process. The fear of awakening. One reason you might be feared as a chosen one is that your transformation is contagious. You are a force of awakening. When people encounter you, something inside them is stirred. They begin to question their lives, beliefs, and choices. For those who have spent their whole lives on autopilot, following society's rules without ever stopping to think, this awakening can be downright terrifying. You, however, are awake. You see the world for what it truly is, and your awakened energy has the power to inspire others to open their eyes. While some people long for this kind of awakening, many are scared of it. They fear the responsibility that comes with being aware. Once awakened, ignorance is no longer an option, and the realization of a deeper truth can be unsettling for those who have avoided life's tougher questions. Your presence forces others to acknowledge that life has more to offer than what they've been taught. You remind them that there is a higher purpose, a greater truth, and a spiritual reality beyond the material world. This reminder, though powerful, and can also be intimidating for those who aren't yet ready to face it. Remember, chosen one, you are not responsible for how others react to your energy. Your purpose is to awaken, transform, and bring light. Some will embrace your energy, and others will fear it. But that is not your burden. Your mission is to continue shining your light, walking in your purpose, and serving as a catalyst for change. Your influence on the collective consciousness. As a chosen one, your influence extends far beyond individual interactions. You are here to shift the collective consciousness. Your presence, energy, and actions create ripples that reach much farther than you can see. Every time you transform and reach a new level of understanding, you contribute to the awakening of the collective. This is another reason you are feared. You are not just one person on a spiritual journey. You are part of a larger movement, a collective awakening unfolding across the globe. Those who prefer to keep the world in a state of slumber, those who thrive on control and manipulation, are intimidated by this rising new energy. You represent that change. You are a part of the shift from darkness to light, from ignorance to wisdom, and from fear to love. Your very existence challenges the old systems that depend on keeping people unaware. This is why you will encounter resistance, not only from individuals, but also from entire systems designed to suppress consciousness. But here's the powerful truth: they cannot stop you. The collective awakening is in motion, and you, as a chosen one, are a crucial part of that transformation. No matter how much resistance you face or how much fear is directed your way, you are part of a divine plan that cannot be halted. The world is changing, and you are one of the key agents driving that change. The chosen ones carry divine authority. Welcome back, chosen ones. We've already uncovered some deep truths about why your confidence, your spiritual clarity, your resilience, and your transformative energy strike fear in others. Now we reach what may be the most profound reason of all. You carry divine authority. You're not just living life your own way. You're walking in alignment with a higher calling, in sync with the will of the Creator. That divine authority is the root of why you're feared. It's a power that doesn't come from this world, and because of that, it can't be touched by it either. Let's break it down. To carry divine authority means you're not bound by the same rules and limitations as the world around you. You operate on a different frequency, connected to the source of all truth, wisdom, and power. This isn't something given to you by people, institutions, or society. It's not a title or a position. It's a spiritual mandate that comes directly from the divine, and it sets you apart. When you move through the world with divine authority, your words, your actions, even your silence, carry a spiritual weight. You're not just representing yourself, you're carrying the essence of a higher power, and that makes people nervous. Because worldly power, it's temporary. It relies on status, wealth, influence, all of which can be taken away in a moment. But your power, it's eternal. It doesn't answer to man-made systems or timelines. It can't be bought, sold, or silenced. That's what makes you a threat to the systems and people who rely on control. They sense that your strength comes from a place they can't reach, and that scares them more than anything else. Commanding respect without demanding it. One of the most powerful aspects of divine authority is this: you don't have to demand respect. People just feel it. When you're aligned with a higher purpose, your presence speaks for itself. Even those who don't fully understand what you carry will feel it. Something about you commands attention, stillness, reverence, and it's not because you're loud or forceful. In fact, quite the opposite. Divine authority is quiet. It's calm. It's unwavering. It doesn't push or impose. It simply is. And that kind of power, rooted in purpose rather than ego, is what truly shakes people up. People are used to power that yells, dominates, and forces its way forward. But your authority comes from alignment with truth, and that makes it far stronger. You don't need to control others to be powerful. Your power flows from within, from the divine, and because of that, it can't be taken away or weakened by anything external. This is why people fear you, not because you try to be feared, but because they can't understand or influence the source of your power. It doesn't play by their rules. It doesn't bend to their will. And for those who thrive on control, that's unsettling. You walk in a truth they can't deny and a light they can't extinguish. Speaking truth with authority. Another reason chosen ones are feared is because when you speak, you do so with an unmistakable authority. And it's not the authority of ego or opinion, it's the authority of truth. You speak from a place of deep spiritual wisdom. And when your voice is heard, people stop and listen. Even if they don't want to, your words carry weight far beyond the surface. They cut through noise and reach the soul. That's because you're not just sharing your personal perspective. You're speaking from a higher place. You are a vessel for divine truth. And when that truth is spoken, it disrupts illusions, shatters falsehoods, and confronts the comfortable lies people use to shield themselves from reality. People fear truth tellers, especially when that truth threatens their sense of control or forces them to face what they've been avoiding. Your words have the power to shake people awake, to pull back the veil, and to expose what's been hidden. And that kind of clarity scares those who aren't ready to see. There's a spiritual authority behind your voice, a presence that can't be faked, bought, or imitated. That's what makes your words impossible to ignore. Even your critics can't deny the energy behind what you say. They might resist it. They might try to silence you, but they can't erase the impact of truth once it's been spoken. Truth is like a seed. Once planted, it grows. It may be resisted, it may be denied, but it lives on. And that's why people fear you, not just because of what you say, but because they know that once your truth is out there, nothing will ever be the same again. Sure, here's a rewritten version tailored for an American audience, with a smoother flow and natural tone, while keeping the depth and power of the message. The fear of what you represent. People don't just fear what you do, they fear what you stand for. If you're one of the chosen ones, you carry something deeper. You walk with purpose, guided by something higher than yourself. Your life reflects a calling that reaches beyond the ordinary, and that makes others uneasy. When people see you, they're often forced to look at themselves. You're a mirror, showing them the distance between who they are and who they could be. Your presence shines a light on their own disconnection from the divine, from meaning, from truth. And that's hard to face. You represent possibility, the kind that demands change. You show what's possible when someone chooses to live aligned with something greater. That reality can shake people because it confronts the parts of their lives that are out of sync. It brings their fears to the surface, their limitations, their spiritual numbness. You remind them that there's more to life than what we can touch or buy, that beneath all the noise, there's a deeper layer to existence, a spiritual layer, and living in alignment with that truth makes people uncomfortable, especially those who aren't ready to see it. They fear you because you represent everything they've been avoiding: transformation, growth, truth. You're a threat to the systems that thrive on control. Whether it's politics, money, or society at large, these systems are built to keep people spiritually asleep. They rely on fear, distraction, and manipulation. And someone who walks with divine authority, that's dangerous to them. Why? That's because you can't be controlled. You don't follow their rules. You're not driven by fear. You're not swayed by shiny things or empty promises. You answer to something higher, and that terrifies those who depend on your silence, your obedience, your submission. You are living proof that there's more, that there's a higher power, a higher purpose, and a higher truth than anything this world can offer. And for those trying to hold up these shaky systems, that's the scariest thing of all. Sure, here's a rewritten version of your script, tailored for an American audience with a smoother, more powerful flow, while keeping the message intact and impactful. The ultimate fear, just an illusion. Those who are truly chosen can't be ruled by fear, greed, or manipulation, because your authority comes from a higher power. You're not drawn in by the same distractions and temptations that keep others trapped. And that makes you dangerous to the ones who rely on fear and control to hold on to their power. They fear you because they can't cage you. They can't shrink your influence. At the core, the reason chosen ones are feared is simple. You can't be stopped. When you carry divine authority, nothing on this planet can break you. Sure, you'll face challenges. You'll meet resistance, but none of it will stop you from fulfilling your purpose. You were called by the divine, and when the Creator calls you, no human force can stand in your way. People fear you because deep down, they know they can't stop the will of the divine. You represent something way bigger than anything they can manipulate or control. You're here for a reason, and no matter what tries to block you, your mission will be accomplished. That's the deepest truth. You're unstoppable because you're walking in divine authority. Your path is divinely guided. Every step is part of a plan that's already been written. No matter how much fear, doubt, or pushback you face, you will win. That's your destiny as one who's been chosen. Chosen ones, your power doesn't come from this world. That's why people fear you. Your presence demands respect, even when you don't ask for it. Your words carry truth, spoken with a quiet, unshakable strength. You stand for something eternal, something that shakes the very foundations of this world's systems. People fear you because they can't control you, they can't silence you, and they sure as hell can't stop you. Just by existing, you remind the world that there's a higher power at work. That's why you're a force they don't know how to deal with. So keep standing in your power, keep speaking your truth, keep walking your divine path. You are unstoppable, and the world knows it. No matter what it throws at you, you'll rise, you'll overcome, and you will fulfill the purpose you were born for. Thanks for staying with us till the end. If this message spoke to you, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a post. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from you. Let's keep building a strong, soul-centered community focused on spiritual growth and personal power. Stay blessed and never stop shining your light. See you next time.